Hello hunters. Just decided to make a really quick video here because there's a little bit of confusion on the Hunter Facebook group page about bow sights. Which bow sight specifically? I'm talking about the 3-pin bow sight that you see on my compound bow here. There seems to be some confusion regarding a few things. A hunter was asking pretty much, what's the secret with this sight? I need a heart shot. And everyone seems to have their own fucking opinion on what the 0-pin is and what ranges it's good for, and no one seems to know how the damn thing works. So I'm going to get in here and actually show you how it works, because frankly, this is a game that's been out for a year now, and this is equipment that's been with the game since release date, so there's really no reason that anyone shouldn't know how to use it. First off, look at my gear. I have the Bear Claw light compound bow, 60-pound bow. This is exactly the same as the Razorback. It's just a custom skin that was available. They are exactly the same. I believe one of them sports like a 3-point increase in overall accuracy, but effectively the exact same weapon. I have 420 grain broadhead arrows, and I have the Swift Mark III bow sight. Okay. In addition to that, I am also carrying my rangefinder, Venture rangefinder. So, starting with the rangefinder, I'm going to get within 20 meters, and I'm damn near there, of target number 8. Look at that, 20 meters on the nose. Do you see that? You see where it says 20 meters? I'm 20 meters away from that sight. Pull up my bow. Now, if you look down in the lower right corner, of the HUD, you'll see it says 60 meters. I'm going to press my F key and change that. It now says 40 meters. I'm going to change it again. It now says 20. That is related to the zeroing perk, which you get with the rifles, and it's right here. This is called zeroing. Your first level of that unlocks the ability to a short range 0, and the second level unlocks the ability to have a long range 0. Okay? Now, if you take into consideration that level 1 unlocks short range and level 2 unlocks long range, then that means if 20 is my shortest range, 60 is my longest range, this bow is zeroed at 40 meters. That means before you get that perk, before you ever try using that perk, this bow is zeroed at 40 meters. Okay? The perk will allow you to change it from 20 to 60 to 40. That will work effective on all bows. It is different, if I'm not mistaken, for the crossbow, but I don't have the crossbow on me, and we're not even talking about that right now. Here seems to be the other thing that people are a little bit confused about. Which one of these 3 pins, the green, the yellow, or the red, is your 0 pin? Okay? And I've got news for you. If you're under the impression that it's the topmost pin, you're absolutely wrong. I can tell you that a couple of different ways. First and foremost, traditionally, your multi-sight pins always have your centermost pin as your 0, with a top pin being designed for on-the-fly shooting at a much closer target, your bottom pin being for much farther targets. And any decent bow hunter would know, and mind you, I'm not even a fucking bow hunter, so what does that tell you? Any decent bow hunter is going to know the exact ranges of all 3 of their pins, but they're always going to have their center pin designed to hit their 0. Alright, how else do I know that that center pin is actually my aiming point? That's my 0, and what corresponds to the measurements that I'm changing down here in the lower corner again. I can tell you how I figured that out. If you, and I can't believe this is this simple, if you pull your sight up right now just like this, and you actually take a Sharpie and put a fucking dot right over that little yellow aiming point, and then pull up literally any other gun, whether it has open sights on it or whether it has a scope on it, and pull the scope or the sights up, guess what? That little dot on your screen, it measures the exact center of your screen. Okay, that's the center, that is the aiming point that all of these weapons are going to use. What would the point be in having your reticle or your sight apparatus or your bow sight pop up at its, 3 or 4 inches off to the left and a foot high? What point would that be? You have the stupidest looking first person shooter I can possibly think of. Okay, almost all first person shooters use the exact geometric center of your screen as your aiming point, and this game is absolutely no different. And the sight that shows up in the exact geometric center of your viewing area is that yellow center pin right there. I can prove it to you another way if you're even remotely interested at this point. I've already lased this target at exactly 20 meters right there, looking right at the center of the bullseye, and if I pull this up and I put that centermost pin on that bullseye and hold my breath and I take a shot, guess where that fucking arrow wound up? Thunder and Jesus, it's right there. It's in the 10 ring. That's exactly where I aimed. I don't really understand why this is a hard concept to grasp. There are people who have this game's been out for over a year. This is gear that was available when the game came out a year ago. I don't understand why people aren't getting this. You want a little further proof? Whoops, can't run. A little further proof here. Step back here. Try and get about 40 meters away. And I'm leaving to use a different target that I haven't shot at yet. There we are. Yeah, right there. Nears makes no difference to 40 meters. And I'm going to change my 0. There's 60. There's 40. Pull the bow sight up. Put that thing as close to damn center as I possibly can. You see where the green and the red are hitting. And we run and we run and we run. Sight was a little bit low, but I sure as hell didn't hit up here on the number 7 or down here at the bottom of the damn target, which was where my other 2 pins were. I hit about as close to center as you could possibly get, especially when you've got a, 4 o'clock wind value? Again, guys, really don't understand what's hard to understand about this. Your center pin on this 3-dot bow sight, and guess what? On the 5-pin sight, there's still 1 pin that's right there in the middle. It's colored yellow, and it's your point of aim. I still don't understand what is so difficult to get about this. And there's even one guy in here who says, go to the shooting range, find out, use your 0 perk, and go figure it out your damn self. Everyone seems to have a completely different opinion of how this works. But I'm telling you right now, based on what you just saw, the middle pin is your point of aim, and that's where your 0 lies. So if you're using the 0 perk, that is changing the effective range of your other pins. Now, just for yucks, we'll get in here, change the 0 to 20. I should be 20 meters away now. Let's use that top pin. Sorry, let's do this. I'm going to cut my distance in half. I was 20 meters. Now I'm approximately 10. Pull this back up. And I'm going to use my green sight on the 10 ring. Looks like it's a bit low, so let's try this instead. Get back about 15 meters. Hell, it might even be, theoretically it would be closer. What am I give for 5 meters? I mean, at this point I feel like you could throw the bow at it and probably do just as much damage. Pull this up here, not even going to hold my breath. Look at that. I hit just low of the 10 ring. So my guess would be with a 20 meter 0, your top pin hits 5 meters, your middle pin hits 20 meters. Now let's see if I need to get back. And again, we're going to use this target here. There's 20 meters. I'm going to say 30, just as a rough estimate. We can work our way down from there. There's that. There's this. It's probably closer to 25 if I had to guess. Oh, that hit really high, actually. So maybe 40 meters? I can see where that hit. I mean, there's no question. That one hit up there. So let's go back. And yeah, let's try 40 meters. That looked pretty daggone close. Looks like it's still a little bit high. I almost think you could probably do 45 meters. Screw it, I'm going to get all the way back to 50. I've wasted enough of my ammo trying to teach you guys how to use bow sights on here. Look, there's 50 meters on the nose. And it's raining in Hirschfelden. Who's surprised? Not me. Oh, look. No, you can go back. You can see right there, green dot. Just broke the 8 ring. Siri, shut up. No, Siri. Jesus Christ, Siri's over here trying to tell me how to play the game. No, seriously, look at this. Just broke the 8-9 ring from 50 meters. So there's your answer, guys. With a 20 meter zero. Your green sight up top is 5 meters away. Your middle dot, which is your point of aim, is 20 meters. And that bottom dot will get you all the way out to 50 meters. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. With a 20 meter zero, you don't really need to change the zero on this thing. Because honestly, if you changed it up to 40, your bottom pin would probably let you get out to damn near 100 yards. Meters. Whatever. So, I can't wrap my head around this. And then here's somebody just interjecting into that. What level do you need to unlock the elk bugle call? Jeez, guys. Fucking focus. Seriously. Guys, this game isn't hard. And you guys are making it way harder than it has to be. It's really not difficult, okay? So, just to recap, 20, 40, 60 meters, those are the zeros that are available once you have the zeroing perk. Otherwise, the bow defaults to a 40 meter zero, and that applies to the center pin in the sight. The top pin is designed for short range, the bottom pin is designed for long range. And from what I just used, using the compound bow with a 60-pound draw weight, 420 grain arrows, and the Swift Mark III bow sight, the green top pin is 5 meters, with the middle pin zeroed at 20 meters, the bottom pin will hit 50 meters. Again, really not that hard, guys. Enjoy. Happy hunting.